Hey friends, I have been in a massive reading slump for probably the last month and a half. Nothing is hitting. And I think it's because I have been starting a bunch of books back to back and not letting myself get to the fun part. I feel like in the beginning of the book, it's like you're excited because it's a new book, but then it's kind of hard to get over all like the world building and like the characterization that needs to happen in the beginning before you're really invested in the plot. And I wasn't letting myself get invested. I wasn't letting myself get to that point. So I'm gonna just start a bunch of books and finish them. Sounds easy enough, but I struggle with that. So here's me getting out of a reading slump. Let's go. I am 150 pages, or it's like 56% of the way through Anatomy of a Meat Cute by Addie Woolridge. I'm gonna try to finish this tonight. Really quick, I just started chapter 17, but the ending of chapter 16 literally had me squealing and kicking my feet, raising my hands up in the air. That was so cute. Oh my god. This book was like a solid 3 stars before, but like something about that, or really the last few chapters, is really clicking, and it's kind of starting to feel like a 4-star book, guys.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, she's reading so fast.
That's amazing.
Whoa. I can't believe it. She's so fast. She's so skilled. What the heck?
Okay, so I just finished Anatomy of a Meat Cute, and I almost felt like the ending was like it almost worked out too perfectly. The characters felt fake at the end. It was the ending that I think it probably needed. I think I'm gonna rate it 3.5 stars, just because between like 50% and 75% of the way through the book, I did start to like it a little bit more. So I feel like that bumped it up from 3 stars to 3.5. But hello friends. I just made coffee and I'm feeding breakfast to my little baby. You want some more? Anyway, I just made coffee. It's kind of not good, so I'm gonna have to remake it. You can tell from the color, it's just off. There's too much syrup in it. I'm trying to decide what I want to read next. And I have an Arc of This Fatal Kiss that I need to get through. And it does sound really cute. But I think I kind of want to do Funny Story by Emily Henry. I know that I said that I was reading too many rom-coms, but that's just what's appealing to me right now. So I think I'm gonna I want to say start it, but I have already started it. I think I'm gonna restart Funny Story by Emily Henry. Maybe. I feel like I need it to be known. I don't read with the cover on. This is just B-roll. Okay, hello, we're in my car. I needed some alone time, so I'm actually headed to the bookstore. Do I need to buy more books? No. I don't want to spend a lot of money, so I'm thinking, like, maybe if I see one that's really good on discount. But really, I just want some me time. So, we're gonna go. I think I'm gonna get a coffee. Look at the discount books, then we'll see. I'll give you a haul once I get back. Okay, that was so successful. I feel like I need to scoot my chair back, but I don't want to mess with it since I'm about to be driving. I'm sorry, this is a weird angle. I had no idea what I was going in for, but I found Samantha Shannon's 10th anniversary edition of the Bone Season, which I've never read, but I think these covers are stunning. Like, are you kidding? I'm obsessed with it. And it was only $10, absolutely insane. I was actually going to get Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson, the mass paperback edition, and this was like friggin' like 50 cents cheaper, which is insane. And I realized, which I had no idea, my library has several branches and one of them happens to be in the mall. I had no friggin' idea that that branch was open on Sundays. I wanted to go to the library yesterday. I don't think I can show you this bag actually because it says where I live. But they give out tote bags every summer as part of their like summer reading program. So I got one of those, and it was open today. So I get to check out some books, which I'm freaking psyched about. Some of these books I was actually looking for at the bookstore, but they were just like, they were only available full price. I saw a couple Ellen Hildebrand books, never read before, but I always see people recommend them on BookTube. So they did have a couple of those. I didn't end up grabbing one, but I grabbed Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. I've also seen people love her books. Haley Fan, I think, said that she had like mixed feelings on it, but otherwise I've heard overwhelmingly positive reviews. And then I also got Bride by Allie Hazelwood. I have had this on hold for forever on Libby, but they just had the freaking paperback edition available. And they also had Catherine Center's Hello Stranger. Once again, heard amazing things about this book, never read it. And then I grabbed a children's book to read to my daughter. This one is called Piper Chen Sings. So cute. I'm obsessed. I love the library. I honestly feel like more people should take advantage. That's my little haul. So psyched. Yeah, and maybe this is what I needed to get over my reading slump. I just needed to reignite my love for reading by visiting the library. Okay, friends, today is Monday. I went to work today, and during my little breaks that I have to take at work, I read some of Funny Story by Emily Henry, and I don't know why I've been delaying reading this. I love Emily Henry's writing so much. I think I read, let's see, I think I started on page like 40-ish, around there, and I read to page 120. So I got quite a bit of reading done. I decided I'm gonna annotate this one. I have a little pink highlighter, my little pen, my tabbies, whatever. And I have been highlighting and underlining like crazy. I'm eating it up. I don't know why I don't do this more often. Like if there's an author where I know I love their work, I don't know why I don't just reach for it when I'm in a slump. Like Michael Crichton, every time I read his books, and I don't know if you can tell, but almost this entire shelf is Michael Crichton, okay? I love that man. But like when I'm in a slump, I don't know why I don't just like reach for his stuff. Or like, I've had this book sitting on my shelf since it was released. So like a month. And I just didn't read it. So I'm gonna definitely try to do some more reading today because now I'm hyped up. Like I wanna know what happens. I'm obsessed with this couple. Hello friends! It is Friday morning. I am sitting outside my work right now because traffic wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I have a weird day today, but I thought I would do a little reading check-in. So I finished Funny Story by Emily Henry the other day, and it was so good. It was honestly just as good, if not better, than I thought it was going to be. I love her writing, and I don't know why I waited so long to read it. I mean, not that I even waited that long. It came out like 2 months ago, but it was fantastic. Loved it. I rated it a 5 out of 5. While I was rating it, I kind of debated rating it like a 4.75 just because there were some like little writing devices that were annoying me. Like she would repeat this phrase over and over, and I know why she's doing it, but it kind of was, I don't know, annoying is not the right word, but I just was like noticing it when she would do things like that, and I was like, okay, this is too many times, you know? Or I had like continuity issues, like they'd be sitting on the couch across from each other, and then they would be sitting next to each other, and I was like, okay, well, you were just across the couch from each other. I'm so confused. But honestly, those are like such small things, and her writing is so fantastic. I love Daphne and Miles' relationship. Daphne is definitely the most relatable protagonist that I think Emily Henry has written to me. Like there were things that Daphne was saying to herself that literally felt like they were plucked out of my brain. So good, fantastic. I started How to End a Love Story, I think is what it's called. That book did not start the way I thought it was going to. I didn't realize it was going to be dual POV. And when people say enemies to lovers, this is the energy I need, okay? I need these people to despise each other. That's the energy I'm looking for. And these characters fucking hate each other. So basically, if you haven't heard of it, the premise of the book is this like co-writer duo that has written a very successful book before is being urged to fulfill the second book in a contract set forth by the publisher. So I think I'm like 30% of the way through the book, maybe like 28, not that far. I just got to the point where they're going to the writer's retreat to actually start writing the book together. And I will say by this point, I definitely would have thought there would have been more backflash to their previous relationship or more information that we're getting. I do feel like that aspect is really slow. Like, I keep waiting for more information, and so far we've only had like 2 flashbacks, I think, which are good, but I don't know. I thought by now I would have had more information, but the story is still building. But yeah, the energy between them, liking it. Not digging Nathan, to be honest. He has the personality, I don't know. The personality type he has is somebody that I like. I just don't love that personality type, you know? He's kind of a dick. I hate Chris. Chris is terrible, but I think you're supposed to hate him, so that's okay. That's my little check-in. I started Had a Love Story because I have it online from the library. I'm trying to get through all my library books before I start the books I own, even though I really am in the mood for a fantasy. I really want to start the Bone season that I showed you earlier. I want to start it so bad, but I really need to get through these library books because I have so many checked out. Hello friends, today is Saturday. I finished my book yesterday. I rated it a 4-star. I know I said I didn't like Nathan's character in the beginning. I really didn't like him very much more by the end. Although I found myself kind of being more frustrated at Kat towards the end of the book. When you finally find out what happened to make these 2 characters dislike each other so bad, like, I thought it was going to be something crazy, and instead, it just wasn't. Whatever. That's how relationships are sometimes. This is such a random, like, side thought, but I feel like there is this epidemic of books that come out that have epilogues that are just so unnecessary. Like, why are we adding epilogues to books that don't add anything to the characters' relationships? Most of the time it just feels like it's so the characters can propose to each other, which I don't feel like you need. Like, if I'm reading a contemporary romance, I'm just reading it until they get together, okay? And I can imagine that they get proposed to in my head. Most of the time it just feels unnecessary to the story. I didn't learn anything. There was no character development happening in a 2-page epilogue. Can we stop adding those? But yeah, this book had lots of pining in it. So much pining. The kind of buildup of the romance I really appreciated. Hello friends. It's been a few days since I filmed anything. I look like a mess because I am, frankly. I woke up not that long ago, but wanted to do a little update. I'm definitely a lot further on Haunting Adeline. I've been pacing myself through it, but I'm trying to pick it up a little bit so that we can get through it a little bit faster. I've been taking like week-long breaks in between reading like 1 or 2 chapters, and frankly I think it's just taking too long. If I take too long in a book, it's hard for me to motivate myself to finish it, so trying to read more of that. I also started The Royal Assassin by Robin Hobb yesterday. I'm pretty excited about it. I forgot how long this book is. I think it's almost 700 pages. Yeah, 680 pages after the epilogue. God, it smells so good. And I do really want to read this, but it's just not fast-paced enough that I think I'll be able to binge it. I think I need something a little more fast-paced than this. I really don't know what I'm going to read. I wanted to do one more book in this video, but I just don't know that I have any books that I'm going to be able to get through fast enough to be able to edit this and have it posted in time. Once it starts to get nice outside, like, I need a good mass market paperback and just to get into my escapism. So honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do next. Probably one of these, but I don't foresee myself finishing these anytime soon. I think I'm going to stop the video there. I originally planned on reading more books in this video, but I have a bunch of library holds that are coming through, so I'm going to try to work through those. I think that'll be a separate video. Thank you guys for coming along for the ride. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, do all the things if you want. No one's making you. But yeah, for real, no one is making you. Anyway, hopefully I'll see you guys soon. I don't have anything else to say, so